Hello, all you Warhammer fans and followers of the Four-Armed Emperor. Welcome back to another Tacticus video. Today, we're going to be playing the new campaign event in Tacticus. Woo! I'm pretty excited for this. It's going to be the Gene Stealer Cults versus the Tau. Now, I've spent the last few days leveling up my Tau guys. Where are they at? Here we go. So, everybody's at Silver 1 except for Judd. Still trying to farm these last few things. Everybody's at Epic. I've ranked up their abilities past level 30 except for Zibia's little mind control thing. But Isaac's ready to go. Judd's ready to go. Holland's ready to go. Zibia's ready to go. Now, you only need Holland, Zibia, and Judd for this, but I'm going to bring along Isaac anyway because the synergy with the four main Gene Stealer cultists is pretty good. They're actually one of my favorite factions in this whole game. We're going to jump in. We don't have the pattern mine, but I'm hoping that we can bring my Parasite and Mortrex, which it looks like I can. Awesome. So the Parasite of Mortrex is my go-to for the Tyrannid lineup and Gene Stealer Cult lineup. It's fairly tanky. It has a passive summon. Everybody on this lineup except for Judd has a summon. So I'm looking forward to this campaign because this is, like I said, one of my favorite factions. I have a lot of fun with them. You can pop out a lot of summons to soak up your damage. I don't know what I'm in store for. I know that the Tau can be a pretty tough opponent. Their Fire Warriors are going to have Overwatch, which is going to be a bit of a pain to deal with. But I'm hoping to see what we get into here. As usual, I haven't watched any guides or anything on this. I'm jumping in fairly blind. I'll be breaking this down into 3 different parts. There will be the first set of common missions, the uncommon missions, and then the rare missions. If I can make it through the rare missions, there will be a part 3 to this video, but if you watched my AdMech campaign, I wasn't able to get through part 3. However, I did complete the Tyrannid one, and I'm hoping to complete the Tau one now. Also, whatever dialogue or lore bits there are, I'll be reading those out as well for you. So with that being said, let's select this campaign. Remember, once you select the campaign, you are locked into this campaign for the entire 2-week events. A Riptide. Oh, the final boss is the new Riptide Battlesuit boss. Whoa, okay, cool. And then also, as per usual, you'll be able to go through and farm the shards for whoever you need. Looks like Revas is kind of at the bottom, the first boss you come across. So for those of you who want to level her up, there you go. This will be a good way to farm her shards. And then on top of that, when you do these campaigns, there's the 3 characters that you borrow. If you don't have them leveled up to at least Silver 1, I do recommend leveling up everybody up to at least Silver 1, if not higher, to help you beat this campaign. Once you beat the standard campaign without borrowing any characters, then you can unlock the Extremist campaign. But if you have to borrow, I might have to borrow Judd at Silver 1 at the end of the campaign. If I have to borrow her at Silver 1, then I won't be able to unlock the Extremist campaign. Alright, but with that being said, let's go. Alright. The Tau Empire is amongst the most dynamic and determined powers in the 41st millennium. Their technology is advanced and ever improving, from grav-skimming gunships and artificial intelligence to potent energy weapons and formidable battlesuits. Their territories expand with every victory, be it diplomatic or military. Yeah, so the Tau, they're highly advanced, have a lot of advanced weaponry. They have AI, which is heresy. But yeah, actually, probably not my favoriteest of factions, but maybe like top 3, top 4 favorite Xenos factions in Warhammer. When the Tau attack, they come suddenly from the firmament with overwhelming speed and firepower, seeking to prove to their enemies the hopelessness of standing against those unified by the Tau Va, the greater good. So the Tau, they're all united with the purpose of the greater good, which is basically their just ideology of spreading their unification throughout the galaxy. They call it the Tau Va, the greater good. And yeah, all Tau, all living Tau are determined and working towards this greater good, with the exception of maybe like the Firecast, or not the Firecast, but what's his name? The guy with the sword and the red battle suit. I'm forgetting his name right now. You guys know who I'm talking about. All right, mission 1. Looks like we're going to be infecting some poor guardsmen with our superior belief in the four-armed emperor. Oh, here we go. For the greater good. The Tau Empire's greatest strength is its unifying philosophy. Okay, this was what I was just talking about. The Tau Va, or greater good. They believe it is their duty and privilege to spread this creed to every corner and culture of this dark galaxy, and will let none stop them from bringing enlightenment to the stars. With very few exceptions, every Tau believes wholeheartedly in giving all that they have to the advancement of the greater good. So completely have the Tau absorbed its concept that it has come to shape their entire society, and even their physical and mental makeup. Guided by their ethereal masters, they are divided into castes, each with its own strictly delineated responsibilities to the Empire. So yeah, so there's the earth, air, fire, and the wind? The wind cast? I'm not sure what the wind cast. But yeah, air is like the Air Force, fire is like the warriors, the earth is like their builders and scientists, and the ethereals are like their spiritual leaders, but also possibly maybe like their mind control leaders. All right, here we go. Dialogue. Woo! Rise, brothers and sisters. Our time has come at last. It is our day of ascension. Rise against your oppressors and their false emperor. Rise and show them that you will suffer no more. Rise, rise and fight like you have never fought before. Rise, rise, the Star Children will lead us to glory. Oh, these poor misbegotten fools. Okay, so here we go. You can see... Can you see? Not deployable. The three main characters down here. The three characters that are not deployable are the borrowed characters, and they're not deployable because I have them unlocked. So here we go. We're going to start with the three here. Now, let's see. This shouldn't be too big of a deal, just starting out. We're going to get... So the thing I recommend to do with Gene Stealer Colts is to not push in too hard, to kind of sit back a bit and let your summons do all the work for you. So you can see there. Okay, let's see. These miners dare rise up against the Emperor. Heresy! Yeah, so we used Holland, we took out the Aberrant. That was the first thing we did, is we popped the Aberrant out. And then after that, you want to start using Zibia to get her passive summons out. And then Judd's kind of like your fire support. I don't use Judd too often because she doesn't have a summon. Of all the Gene Stealer cults, she's the only one who doesn't have a summon. So I don't use you too often, but we're going to be forced to use her in this campaign. That's okay. Once we get to bring 4 or 5 characters, we'll use Isaac and the Parasite. Subjects of the Emperor, this is your last chance. Lay down your weapons or we... They have no power over us anymore. Forward! The Star Children are coming. I can feel it. The angels are close now. Uh-oh. That's not good for this planet. Okay, so Isaac just killed the Imperial Commander. And now we can bring all 5 characters. So Parasite's coming out. Isaac's coming out. It looks like we already have some neophytes on the field to help us out. We have some last cannons in Overwatch. We're going to go ahead and get in base contact with this first last cannon. That'll reduce their damage. Get our summons out with the Parasite. We'll start working on our summons with Zibia here. And then Isaac will use his active to get some summons out as well. Perfect. Holland will get his summon out. And Judd will bring her up. Now, the cool thing about Judd is when she gets attacked, she does this little maneuver where she does like a... She does an attack that... how am I trying to say this? She does like a retribution attack. So she takes a hit, and then she goes and does a little bang bang with her little pistols. Alright, there we go. Let's go. Alright, mission 3. And it looks like after mission 3, we'll be able to unlock the first challenge mission. Alright, still fighting some guardsmen. We got Voxcasters this time. They're always a pain in the butt because they summon artillery strikes and additional guardsmen. Here we go. We are facing a planet-wide insurrection. Stand your ground. The Emperor protects. We are getting overrun here. Fall back to the bastion. Fall back. Uh-oh, don't let the commissar hear you say that. Alright, what do we got here? We got some neophytes to help us out. We're going to get the Parasite up. We're going to knock out this first Voxcaster, get some Rippers out. Let's start working on our passive summons with Zibia. Let's get our active summons with Isaac. There we go. Summons are out. They'll be able to soak up some damage for us. Let's finish off this other Voxcaster with Judd. And then let's get the Aberrant out with Holland. There we go. So there you saw right there, Judd took a big hit, but then she kind of did her little passive ability where she moves 1 hex and then does an attack. Zibia, I am sorry to share worry in this glorious moment, but we have picked up the signatures of a fleet in our system. What? Is it the angels? I fear that is not the case. We are approaching the mining planet that refuses the Tauva Shasso. Awaiting final report of the Watercast envoys. Proceed as planned. We follow protocol. Oh boy, here comes Shadow Sun. Alright, here come the Tau. So we rose up and we started fighting the guardsmen. And we're awaiting the Tyranid Hive fleet. However, it does look like the Tau are going to get here before the Tyranids. Alright. Woo! Hey, we got a crate! And we got some Shadow Sun shards. Woo! Alright, now we can proceed to mission 4, but you know me, I like to try the challenge missions out. I'm going to do my best to get 3 medals on this. Let's see here. How do we want to play this? I want to keep Judd in the back, so she doesn't die. I don't like the idea of having Holland up front. However, we're going to use his summon to get the Aberrant out. Then we're going to get our other summons out with Isaac. Now let's use the Parasite to finish off this last cannon team. There we go. Alright. Our summons are tanking the damage for us. Oh, they have a mortar team. I did not see the mortar team back there. Alright, took a big hit from the mortar team, but we're still okay. We cleared out the guardsmen on the bottom. Alright, how do I want to play this? I need to get out of this corner. Otherwise, they are going to smash me. There we go. Okay, one Voxcaster down. I want to get everybody out of the way of these rocket attacks. Alright, here we go. Rockets incoming. Isaac died. Zibia died. And they respond. That's the other great thing I really like about the Genestealer cults, is if they go down, they have one more chance to come back up. We're going to go ahead and fall them back a little bit, get them out of harm's way, and we're going to use the Parasite to do our heavy lifting for us here. Don't kill Isaac! Okay. Isaac's alive. I think we still got a chance to keep everything, to keep everybody alive here. Whew, that was close. All right, we managed to keep everybody alive. Let's heal Zibia up before she dies again. Let's try to finish off these last guardsmen. Judd, there's no reason to move her. We're just going to keep her back there. All right, we did it. Okay, and we unlocked some lore. Awesome. Oh, here we go. This is what I was talking about earlier also, the castes. The Earth caste comprises the artisans, engineers, farmers, and laborers of the Tau. It is they who fashion the sophisticated technologies and forward-leaping innovations that are so prevalent throughout in every level of Tau society. Water caste make up merchants, traders, ambassadorial corps, and silver-tongued diplomats, moving fluidly among the other castes and any aliens of the Tau Empire. So if you don't know, there's also different species that are in the Tau Empire, like the Kroots and the Demiurge and the Vespid Stingwings, and the water castes act as diplomats between all these races. The air caste fill the role of pilots and spaceship crews, transporting goods and warriors to where they are needed or pushing back the boundaries of known Tau space. The fire caste constitutes the warriors of Tau society. It is the duty of these soldiers to protect the other castes and to eliminate any foes foolish enough to oppose the will of the Tau Empire. So there you go. So all the stuff I was speaking about earlier, there you go. There's a bit better of a breakdown and explanation for you there. We completed the challenge mission without anybody dying, quote unquote. Although we did lose a couple of characters, but they come back to life with their little token ability, which I really like. All right, here we go into Battle 4. What is happening? Another enemy has arrived to test our loyalty. Fear not, my brothers and sisters. It is but one final test of the Star Children. Oh man, they have no idea they're about to be consumed. All right, here we go. We got our 5 besties out. Alright, we're going to use the Parasite to soak up the Overwatch from the last cannon teams. Judd finishes them off. We'll start getting our summons out with everybody. Perfect. Alright, we got these darn rocket strikes coming in again. So we got to keep everybody out of harm's way. Nice. So the neophytes, your summons, they also, and the aberrant too, they also have that ability to respawn one time when they die. And as you saw there, like, I barely had to do anything on that battle. The neophytes just did all the work for me. You might hear rumors that the Tau are here to support us. Heed not their lies. Oh man, are the Tau trying to tell the guardsmen, hey, look, we're going to help you out. We'll defeat these guys with you. Oh man, that's not going to work out for the poor guardsmen. Hold fast and purge the Xenos, regardless in what form they come. That's right. Stay true, brother. For once, I have to agree with the oppressors. We should greet these aliens with the orbital defenses that our brothers and sisters have conquered. Yes, fight off the Tau. This is your planet, not theirs. Alright, here we go, Battle 5, and then we'll be able to take on Revas. Oh, here come the Fire Warriors. Chassot, all diplomatic efforts of the Watercast have failed. The humans remain stoically aggressive and in other places unusually evasive. They even fired on the envoy vessels. The humans also appear to be fighting among themselves. Misguided Guala. One day they will fully understand our purpose. Regrettably, it is not today. Engage in orbit. Crisis teams, prepare for launch. For the Tau of Ah! Alright, here they come. The Tau are coming. That think that they'll be able to fight against us. But we got this. And it looks like we get some Gene Stealers? Awesome. Okay, so we can only deploy 4 on this mission. I am going to forego Isaac, and I'm going to go Parasite here. Because all the Fire Warriors have Overwatch, and I want to negate the Overwatch as best as possible. So Parasite's going to move up in base contact with as many as they can. Let's start getting our summons out. I'm not going to move Judd up too much. Oh, wow. They... I had Gene Stealer Cultists, but, yeah. You know, I'm not liking the look of this right now. I'm actually going to... I'm going to hang back real quick. I'm going to focus on getting some summons out. There we go. Alright, the Aberrant went down, but not to worry. He can come back. We're going to get some Rippers out slowly but surely. Keep getting Neophytes out slowly but surely. Keep Holland, Zibia, and Judd in the back so they don't die from these pulse rifles because they're pretty powerful. Alright, there we go. So Rippers are up front. They're tanking for us. We're going to slowly keep getting our Neophytes out with Zibia here. There we go. We're going to play this slow and cautious because they're hitting pretty hard, And I don't want to lose a character right now. There we go. Okay. Now we can start pushing up. We have a few neophytes and ripper swarms and the aberrant in front of us. We've pumped out a couple more neophytes. There we go. All right. So that's what I mean by you don't want to push in too hard with these characters. They're kind of squishy, but their real strength comes from being able to just keep pumping out summons. And you can see there the summons moved up. They took the damage for us, and then they ended up winning the battle for us. Perfect Montcar Chasseur. Our forces have shattered the orbital defenses and established footholds on the planet with minimal losses. Well done, Chasseur. Establish perimeters and launch reconnaissance missions. We have to find out more about the ongoing conflict between the humans. So the Tau have no idea what's happening right now. They have no idea that the Gene Stealers have already claimed this planet. They have no idea that the Tyranids are on their way. Oh man. These poor Tau. Alright, here we go. The Revas battle. Now we'll be able to farm Revas shards with this campaign. Awesome. The aliens brought battle walkers. They are decimating us here. Stay in cover. Send in more fighters and surround them. Alright, here we go. Alright, we're back to 5. Looks like we already got some neophytes on the board to help us out. So let's support them a bit here. We'll start passively trying to get other summons out. I don't want to push in too hard just yet. Alright, neophytes are going down. Alright, Revas is on Overwatch, and I do not want to mess with that. Let's work on summons. Let's play it cautious here. Let them come to us. There we go. Alright, so we let them come to us. We absorbed their fire. We also didn't let Revas overwatch us and take us down. Now we're able to get out our summons. And we're going to push in with the Parasite now. Get a Ripper Swarm out. We're going to use Judd's active ability on Revas there. Didn't do anything, but we were able to get a hit into him. Alright, Ripper Swarm, Neophytes taking the hits for us, which is perfect. That's exactly what we wanted. The Neophytes that went down have respawned. And now we have the Tau outnumbered. So I'm going to keep pumping out Ripper Swarms with the Parasite. Also, let's see. I'm going to go ahead and... I know, I'm playing a little aggressive, but I'm going to push in Isaac. I'm going to get another summon out with Zibia. I'm going to keep Judd in the back. I don't want her to get shot. Neophyte's taking the damage from for us here. And we're just slowly whittling them down to the point where now Revas is the only character left. And we've almost got her. Another Neophyte on the board for good measure. Buff and heal just for the sake of doing it. And we did it. Alright. So, again, don't feel the need to rush in and eat all the fire from the Fire Warriors. They all have Overwatch. Revas has got an active ability with Overwatch that'll chew you up. So just hang back, get your summons out, let them do the work for you. I know it's not as exciting as alpha damage with Space Marines, but it is methodical and it will work. Revered Patermine, offer us guidance. These Tau are destroying all that we fight for. Have the angels deserted us? The angels will come, Zibia. Don't doubt your senses. We just have to hold out a bit longer. Ooh, battle suits. The coolest part of the Tau, in my opinion. The battle suit is emblematic of the Tau way of war. It embodies their philosophy of overcoming any challenge through the innovative application of superior technology and has near limitless martial applications. For those finest warriors of the fire caste to whom it is granted, it is a badge of honor and weapon of war both. It is the hero's mantle. Yeah, so there's a Tau. He's in the chest of this. The chest is like the cockpit for this battle suit. A fire warrior has to rise to the ranks of chasseur or chasseur to gain the privilege of piloting a battlesuit. Meanwhile, a chasseur, a highly experienced military commander of the Tau Empire, can field especially advanced versions of battle. They are often organized as parts of hunter cadres and the dependable and adaptable mobile mainstay of most Tau deployments. So yeah, usually the commanders are in a battle suit that's a little more advanced. Like Shadow Sun, she's got kind of like an advanced, almost like stealth suit kind of version. All right, we unlocked a new crate. New crate. Woo! Shadow Sun shards. All right, Battle 7. Here we go. We're getting towards the end of this first chunk of missions. I have never seen such Xenos before. Might they have uses? That is secondary now. We must learn all we can about this new threat and strike back. Make sure you capture some of them alive. Ooh, so it sounds like Holland wants to do some experimentation on the Tau here. All right. All right. So we spawn kind of right on top of the Tau here. We're gonna go ahead and try not to soak up any Overwatch here, except for the Parasite. We're gonna get that summon out. The Aberrant taking the damage for us. Ripper Swarm taking the damage for us. We're going to go ahead and heal the Aberrant. We're going to move up the Parasite. Try to get a Ripper Swarm. Oh, we failed there. That's okay. We are going to... Yeah, we'll move up Zibia here in the middle. And Judd just to support. Ripper Swarm taking the hits. Alright, Holland and Zibia took a hit, but it looks like we're taking them down here. We don't have too much more to worry about. Let's keep everybody back and heal up Zibia here so she doesn't die. We only got 2 more Fire Warriors to worry about. Neophyte's taking the damage for us. And... done. Got him. Alright, Battle 8. Small groups of Guala broke through our perimeter. They endanger our supply lines. According to biosign readings, some of these humans are abnormally strong. Increased drone surveillance. We will find these infiltrators and their leaders. For the greater good. Alright, so we're back down to the 3 main ones here. We got a couple Fire Warriors to worry about and drones. Alright, we'll use Zibia here, get her shot off. Thinking about how best to deploy right now. Let's get our Aberrant out. There we go. Alright, so this is a pretty close range map. We took some hits there, but we're still okay. Holland took a big hit and went down. I'm going to heal up Zibia here. Oh, man, stop shooting her. Alright, playing this one a little careful here. Alright, we totally didn't deserve to win that the way we just won it, but we did it. Again, their whole we can respawn ability is perfect. Because if you make mistakes, it's alright, you get another chance. Like, I made mistakes right there. Yeah, so having it where it's only the 3 of them is a little difficult. Especially because the Tau have Overwatch. So we're going to just... Yeah, we're going to... We're going to try to keep Zibia in the back. Let her get summons out. We're going to try not to die here. Okay. I think we got this. Yep, we got this. Alright, cool. So we kept them in the back. We didn't push in. We did absorb some fire, but we survived it. Come on, let me use more than 3. There we go. Okay, so we can use the parasite now. I'm going to get the parasite. It's really tricky with the Tau all having Overwatch. It's real tricky how to play this. Alright, I'm going to risk it, putting the parasite up front. He took a big hit. But now we can use Zibia and then Holland. We're going to put the Aberrant out. Hopefully the Aberrant can soak up fire in the next round. Nope, Parasite went down. Okay, we might have to redo this one. Oh my gosh. Yeah, okay, pulse rifles really hurt. This is going to get really interesting on the higher difficulties. Yeah, we lost 2 characters. We're not getting our medals on this one. Some of these Gula have 3 arms and other mutations. They fight with a savagery unlike those we have fought before. Stay calm, Shasui. Support is on the way. Alright. Don't mind me. I am just going to retry this. And I'm going to be boring and play it cautiously. Why? Why do you shoot Zibia when the summon is right in front of you? Why? The parasite, He went down so fast. I don't get it sometimes. I don't get it sometimes. Why are they so powerful at this tier? Alright, so we lost our summons. I'm going to keep trying to get neophytes out. Holland went down, but he's still alive. We'll be okay. Okay. I'm swapping out the parasite for Holland, or I mean Isaac. I'm going to fall back, go into the trench. And now I'm going to use Isaac to get summons out. Didn't work as well as I hoped. Isaac went down. Isaac is back up. The neophytes are back up. Alright. So we swapped out the parasite for Isaac. We got more summons on the field, which I think is the key to winning this one. Come on, come on. Okay. We can do this. We can get 3 medals. There we go. Last Fire Warrior. We got more summons on the field than we did before. There we go. 3 medals, baby. We did it. Alright. Now let's continue on. Alright. Final battle of the common missions. We're going to be fighting Chassil. I am under attack. Destroy them all. They will not stand in the way of our ascension. Alright, so we get everybody on the field this time, thank goodness. Or thank the Four-Armed Emperor. Yeah, it is just a pickle as far as what to do when they all have Overwatch. Alright, I'm going to buff the parasite. Oh, man. The problem is there's no cover. So if I sit back, I'm going to take a bunch of damage. If I move forward, I'm going to take a bunch of damage. So I'd rather try to play this a little aggressively versus defensively, because they only have to move 2 hexes to get me. So I'm going to move in base contact with these 2 in the front. And I'm going to just hope for the best. Okay. We're alright still. We're going to use Zibia to thin down this guy on the bottom. Then we're going to use the... Come on. Kill him. No. Alright. So we weren't able to kill that guy with the parasite. So no... no Ripper Swarms. However, we were able to get the summons out with Isaac there. Alright, hopefully our neophytes take the hits. Yeah, neophytes take the hits. We're still okay. Trying to maneuver around We're gonna get some summon. We're gonna get a summon out with Zibia. We got a summon out with Holland. Let's get the Ripper Swarms out if we can. The Parasite. Okay, Ripper Swarms are out. Holland got nuked, but he's still okay. He came back to life. We're gonna get these darn the darn drones out of the way because they keep on taking the damage. And it looks like we're down the last couple Fire Warriors. We got another Ripper Swarm out. All right, now all we're down to is Chassel. Come on, Neophytes. Come on, Rippers. Woo, we did it. We have done it. Battlefield support. The Tau make extensive use of machine intelligences they call drones. Most drones consist of an armored shell protecting an AI core. Heresy. Anti-gravitic motors and jet thrusters provide speed and agility, while additional systems specialize the drones for a large variety of battlefield roles. So yeah, the drones, the Tau have a lot of drones. They utilize drones like crazy. The marker light is a data beam projector and targeting system used to triangulate the foe's location, so as to undermine their cover positions or guide remote strike weaponry down upon them. So useful is the system that it has been adapted for handheld use but can also be mounted on drones, battlesuits, and vehicles. So yeah, the marker light is basically like a laser guidance system, and pretty much anybody that's got a marker light on the battlefield can call in missiles to strike that target, and it paints the target for them, and then a missile can come out from wherever, and the missile will hone in on their target, much like laser guided systems that you see today. I was actually just finishing rereading Courage and Honor in the Ultramarine series, and man, the missile barrage system that the Tau have with the marker lights is just crazy. They basically have in one part of the story when they're attacking this compound, the Tau have these like missile batteries set up in the area, and you can just use a marker light and paint a target, and then these towers will just launch a missile for you at that target. So everything is like in this network of systems and everything with the marker lights, and you can call down missile strikes from wherever you are, or from other things like the Skyray gunships that carry the missiles. If they're nearby, they can launch a missile for you if you're painting the target. All right. That is going to do it for the common missions. Next up is the uncommon. Curious to see how far this is going to go, because I'm already struggling a little bit in the common missions. But once you advance a level, your characters also advance in their power level. So I'm hoping we'll be able to get through this. I really want to fight the Riptide. I really want to fight it. I can't wait to fight that thing. All right, that's going to do it for part 1 of this campaign series. Hopefully I don't have to wait to finish it for the next time. But that's going to do it for today. I appreciate you all being here. Take care, and I will see you in the next one.